Hi everybody, welcome to a chat with Glendora. And today the Raphael family is going to the museum. And they're going to bring over 20 programs for Kinderbooks. That's in box 14-4. Are you folks ready to embark?
Yes.
Well, good luck. Goodbye, Miss Abby.
Bye, Miss Glendora.
Goodbye, Miss Esther.
Bye, Miss Glendora.
Goodbye, Mr. Eliel.
Bye, Miss Glendora.
Goodbye, Benny.
Bye, Miss Glendora.
You can talk to me all the time. Well, folks, how is it doing? I have a question for you. Do you think that a housefly can carry the virus? And is it a danger? Why not? A housefly is a whole lot bigger than the virus. And why couldn't the virus get on the housefly's body, and the housefly gets on your body, and then the virus gets on your body? What do you think? They say it's carried person to person, but then why are we all so careful about the mail, the U.S. mail, that the virus doesn't carry that? Now, since all my family has left, I can take off my mask, right? Because I am breathing into this mask to protect my family. And then my family has all gone, and they all have on clean gloves. Boo! Do you like it better with the mask on? I would like to tell you that we are up to, well, first of all, let me finish with the housefly. She is here. First housefly of the season, and here it is August 10th, 2020, Monday. Second week of August. She is here. But I really don't have to worry, do I? Because what you do is put hydrogen peroxide or bleach on your hands and up around these parts that are open. And everything else is covered up. And she doesn't like it. When she lands on my skin, she leaves very quickly. So give me your opinion on that, would you please? Benny is in 9th grade, and Mr. Eliel is in 8th grade, and little Abby is 7 years old, and she has a huge family of dolls. So, we are on program number 12,199, and since there's 2 cameras going, Ellie has a camera, and Benny has a camera, and he's doing the play-by-play, and Glennie has a camera, so you're going to have 2 shows there. Actually, you can say we're on 12,200. And in how many years is that, folks? 49, this month of August. 49 years of public access programs, 12,200 half-hour programs. Why, that's amazing what the public will stand. And they've all been, or going to be, cablecasts. Public access, folks, is a grand institution. You see, the broadcast companies, mostly NBC, RCA, General Sarnoff, took away the public's airwaves and got away with it. The limpid U.S. government let them get away with it, took away the public's airwaves, dominated them, made networks out of them, 252 TV stations across the country, and sold the airtime and made billions. These are the public's airwaves. And then the public couldn't get on. You couldn't go to NBC and say, I want to do a program. They wouldn't let you do it. They owned them, they thought. Well, fortunately, some grassroots got together and lobbied in Washington and pointed out the gross misuse of the public's airwaves. And then when cable TV came in with its multiple capacity for channels, it came in with 12 channels at first. Oh, maybe 2 or 3 at first, maybe 1. But then it grew to 12. And then it grew to 24. And then it grew to 48. And pretty soon it was 100. Pretty soon it was 500. How many cable TV channels can you get? So Congress made a law under the Public Health and Service Law, I think it's Title 13. And I think it's 351, 551, et sequitur. Title 13, 551 et sequitur, I think, saying that a municipality could make a cable company pay 3% or a percentage of their annual revenue. I don't hear from you, Benny. Yoo-hoo, Benny, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Oh, good, I do hear from you now. Of their annual revenue to support public access, educational access, and government access. And a chat with Glendora took that law when Glendora's program was taken off of the TV because she was saying this supervisor of Nassau County was wrong in letting Scott Lord operating a lawn business without a consumer affairs license. Well, they got in touch with Cablevision and told them to take it off, and Cablevision did take it off. And Glendora took them to court.
What are you doing?
And the ruling was that plaintiff, Glendora, has a statutory right to be on TV and must be returned to TV. Further, no cable operator can exercise editorial control over what the public access producer says. In other words, it's sidewalk, free speech, electronic. We are electronic soapboxes. Do you need me for anything?
No, we're fine right now.
Okay, thanks. Where are you now?
We are in the museum.
Okay. Protect yourself against any poison ivy.
All right.
Are you getting a good picture? Are you making a video?
Not now. but-
Yes, you should, dear. Particularly, you should get a picture of the outside of the museum.
Okay, I did.
Oh, good, and the land around it. And then videotape what you're going to do inside the museum.
Okay.
You see, folks, there's only 3 things that are not constitutionally protected in free speech. One is indecency, obscenity, and nudity. Those 3 things you can't stop. You cannot have protected in the indecency, nudity, and obscenity. But everything else is protected free speech. Just the way you can't say to a person on a soapbox on the sidewalk, You can't say that. You can't do that. It's free speech. A very interesting case of free speech arose last week. A school in Georgia, I believe, a girl took a video of the kids all packed in a corridor, and we're supposed to keep 6 feet apart. And they were all packed in a corridor, and they were not, some of them were not wearing masks. So the girl took a video of it, and it became public, and the school suspended the girl. That was a violation of that girl's free speech. Because first of all, the school is public. It's open to the public. And therefore it's open to the cameras. So they violated her free speech. And it's very interesting that her suspension has been rescinded. I would have taken them straight to the United States Supreme Court, because any case that's a violation of your free speech, you don't have to take to a district court. You don't have to take it to the United States District Court in Manhattan, that's called the Southern District of New York. You don't have to take it to the court in Boston, or you don't have to take it to the United States Court in Georgia. You take it straight to the U.S. Supreme Court because it is a violation of free speech. That would have been a great case. How's the poem go? Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall, said the lawyer. The bricks in the wall were loose. We have a great case. We'll sue Mother Goose. What's going on over there, Raphael family?
We're looking for the paint right now.
Oh, good. Is it going well?
Yes.
And did you file the file for July and the receipts?
I forgot them at the house.
Okay. That's reporter Benny Raphael. Benaiah Raphael. Who were Benaiah and Eliel in the Bible? They were two strong warriors who were in charge of David's some of David's very important army. We don't like armies and warriors, do we? But we love Benny and we love Eliel. And we love Abby and we love Esther. Esther brought Glendora a very interesting lunch. It was some kind of bread, and I didn't get what kind. But in it she had curried potatoes. Delicious. We gather together to ask the Lord's blessing. He hastens and chastens his will to make known. For wicked oppressing now cease from distressing. Sing praises to his name, he forgets not his own. Now where did these 12,200 programs go? They went to cable companies, from 75 of them, from Boston to San Diego, Chicago, Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, Staten, Boston, Pittsfield, Springfield, Trenton, New Jersey, Atlanta, Georgia, San Antonio, Texas, San Diego, California, San Jose, California. These are now the biggest markets in the United States. San Francisco. Danbury, Connecticut. Willimantic, Connecticut, Groton, Connecticut, Winsted, Connecticut, Newtown, Connecticut, I can't remember all 75. I have to read it to you from the list here if you want me to. So it's been going on 49 years in a couple weeks or so. And that would be half a century almost. It is the world's longest running public access television show and still going. God our Maker doth supply, for our wants to be provide. Come to God's own temple, come, raise the song of harvest home. Come ye thankful people, come, raise the song of harvest home. All is safely gathered in, ere the winter storms begin. God our Maker doth provide, for our wants to be supplied. Come to God's own temple, come, raise a song of harvest home. What's going on over there? Did you fall in?
No, we're putting mothballs in the boxes.
You're putting the mothballs in?
Yes, we're putting mothballs in the boxes.
Oh, okay. Did you find the white paint?
No, we're still looking for the paint.
Still looking for the white paint.
Yes, there was.
Oh, thank you, dear Benny. That's a good report. You getting a good picture?
Do you know where else the paint could be?
The paint box? I know it's one of the top boxes. It's on the on row, the first row. You're having trouble.
Okay.
You're having trouble finding it, dear?
Yes.
Well, if you do, you can go across the street to Ace Hardware and get a tiny roller and a tiny tray. If you can't come up with it.
Okay.
No. Benny's daddy is from Trinidad, I believe, and Benny's mummy is from Guyana.
My dad's from Haiti.
Where's he from? You found the paint?
Haiti.
Say again, Benny.
Haiti.
Oh, excuse me. Thank you. Daddy's, yeah, Benny's daddy is from Haiti. Glendora is from Presque Isle, Maine, 18 miles south of the Canadian border. Potatoes and 40 degrees below zero every night of the winter. So, have I told you everything about a chat with Glendora? I believe so. Then what else was there to bring you up to date?
Okay. So let's go.
Yes, Mr. Benny? Thank you, Alyssa, for showing me this method. You call me up on my phone before you leave here, and then you take my phone with you, and then I take it on my landline here. Now who? Yes, dear.
We found the paintbrushes.
You did?
Yes, it says paint supply.
Yes, very good. What number box is that?
It's 9
paint, you've got to search for the paint. Dear Gregory put away the white paint, and it's a lot of it. It's like a half a gallon. And he didn't tell us where he put it. But I assume it's in the first, I would say the first 20. Maybe the first 28. Anyway, it's on the right-hand side where you found the paint supplies.
Okay.
We have an awful problem with our cell phones, our so-called smartphones, our so-called computer phones. They just won't ring out. Google, send an email to Jackson, please. Hey Google, send an email to Jackson. She just doesn't respond. Some days she does. So you can send an email to Jackson, and you can say a joke to him, for instance. The dad...
Message to Robert Jackson. Mobile or work?
The father was upset because he spent $1,000 to send his daughter to summer camp so she could bring home a 50-cent pot holder.
Sorry, mobile or work?
Mobile.
I got email. Do you want to send it or change it?
Send it.
It's on its way.
Good for you, Google.
Message sent.
Oh, that's very nice. Thank you. See that, how that worked? She wrote that down as quickly as I said it. And she sent it to my email and to his email. So that is dictating a letter. You're like a CEO of a big company. You dictated a letter. And that letter can come off by Wi-Fi, off of your computer, and made as many copies as you wish, and be mailed out. That's dictating a letter. Good for you. You can't help but love them. You can't help but love these computer phones, even though they give you hours of frustration. There was something else to tell you. What was it? Public access started in 1971. Public access is 50 years old. The Chat with Glendora started a year later. She's 49. A Chat with Glendora, Public Access TV. Glendora is 92 years old, no doctors and no medicine. And how does Wayne Collins put it? Staying with a vegan lifestyle and TV dedication, Glendora has lived with 92 without doctors or medication. Good for you, Wayne. And he wrote the song too. A chat with Glendora, a show for living right. A chat with Glendora to make your day so bright. And then something about inspiration, words, and jokes. And come and relax with a Chat with Glendora for a while. Wayne Collins watched a Chat with Glendora since he was in 4th grade, and 9 years old in the year 1955. And he's been with it ever since. Every day we talk on the phone. He keeps the books. I tell him how much money I spend and for what, and he keeps the ledger. He says we've already spent $800 this month, $850, and here it is only the end of the first week. Oh, it costs a lot of money to do this. I would say we spend over $350,000 on public access TV. What's the news, fellas? Well, that's pretty good. They found the little paint roller and the little paint tray.
Right, so we found the paint brushes, but we still haven't found the paint.
Okay, do you want me to do anything?
I don't think there is anything you can do, but I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Mom, is there anything she can do? Yeah, I don't think there's anything you can do.
Okay, when you leave, honey, will you take a picture of the trees outside and point it as you come out the door to your left. It's the Valatia Kill, the Valatia stream. You can't see it because there's so many trees, but if you would just aim the camera there for 30 seconds.
Okay, so to the right of the trailer when you're going out?
Yes, on your left as you're going out the door.
Okay, on the left.
Yes, was there any poison ivy over there?
No, but I cut
Okay.
branches that were in the way just to be safe.
Are you about to leave? If you did you not find the paint?
No, we didn't find the paint.
Then when you go, just go across the street and buy a quart.
Okay,
Buy a quart of just good old glossy white paint. Glossy white paint.
okay,
And try to get it to the closest you can to what you've seen in the hat room, okay?
alright,
All right, Benny, thanks.
no problem.
Benny gets paid $150 a week. Isn't that great? When you were ninth grade, did you get paid $150 a week? And he works Monday through Friday. No, Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Just one door.
Yes, darling.
I think we'll leave now.
Yes, I think you're ready. Now, make sure that all the boxes are standing up straight as if they are saluting at attention, okay? Make sure all the boxes are nice and neat and straight the way you found them.
Okay,
Okay?
alright.
Benny, would you go over to the desk and see if there's a great big TV set under that blanket?
Under the blanket?
Yes, and the box that the duplicator came in?